Alright, this is my Escort BTS12 6-month review. It is unloaded. Both magazines empty. No ammunition in the area. I got this about 6 or 8 months ago. I don't remember where I got it from or exactly how much I paid, but I did just look it up at Bud's Gun Shop, which it was available. They had it listed right about $290, so with taxes and the FFL fee, I'd say it probably low to mid 300s, 350 maybe. Did come with 2 5-round magazines. Does not have a brand on it that I can see, so maybe just their generic Escort magazines. They are metal, aluminum, I would guess. Did come with 2 extra chokes. This is an improved cylinder and full choke. It does say no slugs or sabots, not for use with steel shot. Did have a trigger lock on it when I got it. Came with the choke wrench and the wrench for the barrel nut. Also came with flip-up sights. The carrying handle is removable if you want to put the flip-up sights on. I think it looks a little cooler with the carrying handle. And then hardware for the flip-ups. And then I wasn't sure what this was at first. A little wrench, but this is for your elevation on that front flip-up sight. It's like it just fits over it, and then you can adjust that. A few of the options. It does have an adjustable cone. I leave it all the way down because it seems to work best for me. It does have the swivel point for a sling. It's on the other side right now. Mag release right here. The carrying handle is adjustable for windage, and then elevation in the front. It does have the Picatinny rail on the top, sides on both sides. The sling mounts on this side. They are polymer also, all 3 of them. I think the fluting on the barrel looks awesome. This is just cylinder bore choke on there. I think that one looks coolest. I haven't tried it with the other ones, but pretty simple to change out. On the other side, the charging handle, which that is ambidextrous. You can put it on the other side. Manual safety, slide release right here, and another mag release, and then the swivel for the sling mount. So there's a few things that I am not real impressed with on this, but I'll start with the parts that I do like. First of all, I think it looks really cool. I've never had a bullpup before, but it does look pretty awesome in my opinion. It is pretty heavy. I'd guess maybe 6 to 8 pounds unloaded. I looked up in the description, but it didn't say the exact weight, so I'm just guessing. Let's see. I do like that you can switch out the handle with these sights, or you can mount an optic or a light. It's got quite a few options there. This is cocking handle, and you just switch it out like that, so you could have it on either side. I think it's better on this side, because then you can have your hand on the trigger and cock it instead of having to hold it and rack it that way. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Now it does say this is ambidextrous, but I don't know who would want to fire this left-handed with the shells ejecting right next to your face. So I wouldn't consider it ambidextrous, even though I suppose technically you could. It is fun to shoot. I've had a little bit of difficulty with some of the rounds loading or ejecting properly, but like I said, I've probably only shot maybe 50 rounds through it or so it could just be a break-in type of thing, but that's where I'm at on that. Some of the things I don't like is that cocking handle. The first time I took it out, I went and I was shooting it, and then I loaded another magazine, put it in there, and went to load it in, and the handle was missing. So it fell out while I was shooting it. And this kind of looks like a spent shell casing, which was not fun to find on the ground, not knowing exactly where it fell. One of the other guys I was with did find it, luckily. So I was not very excited about that. Then the second time I took it out, I was aware of that potential problem. Was shooting it, didn't have any trouble with that. And then I kind of forgot. And then when I got home to put it away, I realized it was missing again. So the next day I had to drive back out to the range, spent probably 20 minutes looking for it, almost ready to give up, and then was lucky enough to find it. I did go on to, I looked up what the actual part number was in the user's manual and tried looking up to try and find a replacement one, just in case if that's an issue I'm going to have to be dealing with. I'd rather buy a couple just to have them in case, and I could not find it anywhere. So that was pretty disappointing as far as that goes, because what if you needed it in a bad situation and it falls out? That's not good. And then the third time I took it out, I paid special attention to that and got it home, and it had not fallen out, and was putting it away, and then I realized this was loose. One of the screws fell out of this shell ejection cover here, and that is a Allen head, hex head screw. I didn't even bother looking, trying to find it online. I just went to Home Depot and found a screw that fit those threads. It is M4 metric. So I'm going to be messing with that to try to fix that. Maybe I'll Loctite it in. So I was not very happy about that either. Let's see, something else I noticed that I thought was weird was that on this swivel, it does not go all the way around if you have the comb all the way down. And in order for it to go all the way around, I think it was number 5 setting. In order for that to go all the way around, you had to have the comb up, which when I tried it out was way too high for me. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I guess maybe it doesn't have to swivel all the way when you're using it. I don't have a sling, so I'm not real sure, but that one I just kind of noticed yesterday when I was looking at it. Let's see. There is something else that was very confusing to me, and I will take it apart and get to that point and then show you what I'm talking about. So be right back. I just remembered something else that I was going to bring up, and it kind of goes along with the whether it's ambidextrous or not, and that's related to the safety. So if you're shooting it left-handed, I don't know how you would use your thumb to flip the safety while you're holding it, which means you'd have to use your other hand or hold it and then flip it, which doesn't seem very practical. But if you do it like you would normally do, like on an AR type thing, and use your thumb, the angle is very odd to try to reach up and hit that. To angle your thumb, maybe my thumb just doesn't bend very good, but my wrist is hitting the mag well and magazine, and I was trying that a few times yesterday just to see what the deal was with that, and my wrist was kind of sore after doing that a few times. So that is not a good design as far as ease of flipping it on and off. You can see I'm kind of struggling with it. I'm kind of in a weird position, but I did not care for that either as far as the ergonomics of actuating that safety, because your wrist is getting right up against that mag well, and that lip right there is hitting you right on your wrist bone. So just want to add that in there before I take it apart and show that other kind of strange thing I found when I was cleaning and lubricating it. So now, hold on, we'll be right back. So I got this disassembled down to expose the action bar, and in the directions it shows that it should be 2 set screws, which is what I saw in other online videos. They were showing how to break it down, but when I broke mine down, it has a roll pin, not the set screws. I emailed Escort and did not get a reply back, so I ended up just using a little punch to push that back out so I can take that apart and put it back in when I reassembled it. So that was another thing that just didn't make a lot of sense to me, and I looked at it for quite a while, making sure that I was looking at the right thing, and as far as I can tell, I am. So that was just some of my thoughts on the BTS12. Like I said, I think it looks awesome, it runs okay, but it does have a few things that I am not a big fan of. So hopefully this review was useful for someone, and we'll see you next time.